It has been a hot minute since we have recorded a video here, so I'm going to try my best to keep up with pacing, but otherwise, let's hop right into the video. SEC predictions for Tuesday. This video will obviously be pre-recorded. It's being pre-recorded before Auburn and Alabama play on Saturday, so that is why you guys see me in Auburn gear. I'm supporting my Tigers for today as we will hopefully take the dub against Alabama, but let's just hop right into the video, which is Tuesday's video, our weekly SEC predictions. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Lovers, where we talk all things sports. I am your host, Grant Sullivan, and obviously today's video, it is going to be Tuesday. We are predicting the SEC predictions for the SEC games on Tuesday. 3 games on Tuesday, 4 on Wednesday, I believe. It's going to be an action-packed week. So we're just going to get right into it. But first, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date on all the latest sports information. Again, sorry about last week. We just couldn't get videos out. This week, it's going to be a lot busier. We've got practices after school and such. So we will hopefully try to get a video out Monday for our Super Bowl reactions. That will come out Monday afternoon as well, pre-recorded as well. But let's hop right into the video. The first game of the week, this following week, it is on Tuesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, I believe. It is the Vanderbilt Commodores hosting the South Carolina Gamecocks. I have Vanderbilt to go on the road to South Carolina and win this game. Vanderbilt has been hot recently. I expect that to continue this week. I just expect Vanderbilt to get the win over South Carolina on the road. South Carolina is a struggling team, but I expect it to be back and forth. But I eventually expect Vanderbilt to prevail at home and the road against South Carolina. Moving on to the second game of the day, it is the Missouri Tigers going into the Auburn Tigers, another battle of the Tigers in the SEC. I have Auburn winning this game. If we lose against Alabama, it will be a bounce-back game for us. If we win against Alabama, we will keep that win streak going, but I just expect us to beat Missouri at home. Missouri obviously is a very good, talented team, but I expect us at home to prevail as we normally do at home. Auburn will take the dub here. We need Wendell Green to shoot for this game, and we need to play some great defense as well. When Wendell Green gets hot, we get hot, but I expect Auburn to win this game at home. Moving on to the final game on Tuesday, it is the LSU Tigers going into the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia's not that great, but neither is LSU. I expect Georgia to beat the LSU Tigers because in the standings, Georgia is ahead of LSU, but I also think that Georgia is the better team here. I expect Georgia to host LSU and get the dub at home. Obviously, their offense is really good. We've seen that when they played Auburn. When they are on, they are on. I expect them to be on at home against LSU this weekend, or this week rather, on Tuesday. Georgia will take the dub against the LSU Tigers. Moving on to the 4 games on Wednesday. There are 4 games on Wednesday. The first game of the day, obviously, being Florida hosting the Ole Miss Rebels. Florida's going to get the win here at home. Florida is the better team. I expect Florida to take the dub against the Ole Miss Rebels just because Florida's the better team outright, and I expect Florida to win this game. Hopefully they win on Saturday. We don't really know if Florida's going to make the tournament or not, but we do know that Florida is the better team at home usually, and they are hosting Ole Miss, and I expect them to take the W here against the Ole Miss Rebels at home. Moving on to the big game of the week, we will come back to that one. We'll go ahead and predict the 2 games below that. The first game being Mississippi State and Kentucky. Kentucky has been on a tear recently. I expect that to continue this week against Mississippi State on the road. Kentucky's got to play their brand of basketball, as Coach Cal has said recently. They also have to shoot the ball really good. I expect Kentucky to do all of those things and play great defense against a Mississippi State team who is struggling. I expect Kentucky to blow Mississippi State out of the water at home. State is not that good of a team. I expect Kentucky to take the dub here. Moving on to one of the intriguing matchups in the SEC, it is the Arkansas Razorbacks going into the Texas A&M Aggies. This one is a struggle for me, but I'm going to choose A&M at home. They recently beat Auburn at home. But I just expect A&M to get the win over a struggling Arkansas team. Arkansas always struggles in conference play. I don't know what it is with Arkansas, but I expect A&M to get the win over Arkansas at home because Arkansas struggles on the road. We saw that against Auburn. We've seen that against Alabama. Arkansas does recently struggle on the road, and I expect Texas A&M to come out hot at home and get the dub over Arkansas at home. The final game of the day, this is the big matchup of the week. I don't know why it's a midweek game, but it is the Alabama Crimson Tide going into the Tennessee Volunteers. It's going to be a heck of a shootout, I believe. Tennessee is going to have another chance to get a win over a quad one team. I expect Tennessee to lose this game against Alabama. Alabama is the better team here. But that being said, I expect it to be very high scoring, back and forth paced. It's going to be a heck of a game to watch. Alabama and Tennessee will shoot lights out, I believe. And it will just ultimately decide who is the better shooting team. That's how the game will end up. And I believe it will come down to the last possession, who has the ball last as well. I expect Alabama to win this game regardless, just because it's Alabama. They have been hot, and they will continue to stay hot. Hopefully not against Auburn, though, but I expect them to get the win at Tennessee. Don't be shocked if Tennessee wins this game at home, though, just because it's at home for Tennessee. I expect Alabama to take the dub here. And, yeah, we'll go ahead and predict the Saturday games as well, just to get that out the way. Just because I know a lot of you guys don't really get to see. There are a few Saturday games. We'll go ahead and predict them. It is number 1, Kentucky and Tennessee. It's going to be a great game. Obviously, rivals are colliding again. I expect Tennessee to win this game. They are the better team outright. Tennessee will take the dub and go into Rupp and walk out of Rupp with a win. Moving on, South Carolina, LSU. South Carolina, this will be a very good game. I believe LSU will get the bounce-back win at home against South Carolina. That being said, LSU has to play really good defense and shoot the ball good against not a great shooting South Carolina team, but a good South Carolina team as well. LSU will take the dub at home. Moving on, Florida and Arkansas are going to be a great game. Florida, I have winning this game, the upset game of the day. Florida will take the dub on the road against Arkansas. Moving on to Mississippi State and Ole Miss, going to be a battle of the Mississippis. I believe that Ole Miss will take the dub here at home. They are at home. State's the better team, but I expect Mississippi State to come out hot at home. Or Ole Miss, rather, to come out at home and get the dub at home. 3 more games to predict. Just going to go through them. Alabama and Georgia. Alabama's got this one in the bag. Again, Alabama's been hot. They need to shoot well from the 3 like they have been doing all year. And I just expect them to get the dub over the Georgia Bulldogs. Moving on, Missouri and A&M. A&M should get the win at Missouri. A&M is the better team here. Don't be shocked if it's a Missouri upset, though. But I do believe that Texas A&M will get the dub. And the final game of the day, the Auburn Tigers going into the Vanderbilt Commodores. I believe Auburn will get the dub over the Vanderbilt Commodores. Obviously, I always predict Auburn, but it is at Vanderbilt, so keep an eye out for that as well. But I do expect Auburn to take the dub, shoot better this Saturday as well. I expect Auburn to go into Memorial Gym, I don't know how you say it, Memorial Gym, and get the dub at Vanderbilt. That is all for today's video. Let me know what you think about the picks in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys want to stay up to date on all the latest sports information, again, we are back with videos, all pre-recorded videos this week. But regardless, we are still back with videos. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace.